Hello, this is Tom with the Tractor Rescue Ranch. I've got a project here, mechanicing project to do. This tractor belongs to a friend, and you can see he tore up the bucket here, at least the loader part of it, and I've been on the phone with the dealer, and they don't have any parts. Supposedly, according to the dealer, they don't have any parts in the US. They got to come from Korea. So for waiting a couple months is what he said it would take to get them from Korea, I am going to attempt, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'll do a little video if I can pull these apart and heat them up in the forge, straighten them out, and weld them. I might be able to repair these. It's kind of crazy to expect a tractor on a farm to be down for 2 months. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get them fixed. I don't know, coming from Korea, that's funny looking metal to me. I don't know what kind of quality metal it is or what, but might be kind of hard to weld. So I'll give that a try. Luckily that bolt's not overly tight. I'm used to working on old equipment where all the nuts and bolts are froze up. Well, we'll see what happens here. This is my homemade forge. I'm going to have to get it cleaned up and going. I don't use it very often, but that's just too much metal to heat up hot enough with a torch. So I'll have to get this cleaned up and going. And when we moved into this home, it had a coal stoker furnace in it. And so we pulled it out. I couldn't ever get it to work right. And so I got lots of coal for my forge. So this homemade forge, you can see what I've done here. This is just a old brake drum off of a bigger vehicle. And I've got that down in there, and it is hooked up inside there to that blower. So I just start a fire in there and get that coal fired up good and hot and blow the air at it, and it works really good. I put these bricks around it to help hold the heat. If you have the heat held in, it really gets things a lot hotter than just letting it go off to the atmosphere. Okay, it's the next morning, May 23rd today. Woke up to a dusting of snow all over the ground. It's been a real dry spring, so we'll take that moisture any way we can get it. And so this morning I am going to light up the forge and see if I can get these parts straightened out so I can get them welded up. What I usually do here, I'm not a blacksmith, so don't take this as a how-to video, but I usually just take a bunch of wood scraps to get things started. I have got, this is one of my wife's fire starters that we use. It's just a egg carton with dryer lint in it and some wax, hot wax poured over it. So I usually get a good bed of coals with wood going before I add the coal, so that, because that coal's pretty hard to get started without things getting good and hot. Just got to let that get going and good hot bed of coals. Well, I got them roughed in real well. Got them straightened. I'll go ahead and get them welded up. And then once I get them welded up, I might have to heat them up again to, you can see that this hole is off a little bit. Once they're welded together, I'll try to get the holes lined up on them and get it back together, but I believe this is going to work. Sure beats the heck out of waiting 2 or 3 months for the parts to come from Korea. This weather just won't let up today. Still got some snow coming down. It's pretty much melting as fast as it's coming down, but kind of a raw day. So, got to get this welded back together as best as I can. Kind of fits together there just right. So I'm gonna clamp it so it stays where it needs to be. And now I'm gonna grind that out so I can get the weld deeper. Side looks pretty good. I think that'll do. Well, I think that'll be plenty adequate. Got really good penetration on them. Got it all filled back in with weld. I think that'll work. Next step, I'll dry fit them and make sure that I've got all of these holes lined up good enough as far as bending it back straight. I'll get it dry fit, and then if everything is good there, I'll go ahead and clean them up and paint them. Okay, there's the end product. How's that for a paint match? I'm not just that good, I got lucky. I think it'll be adequate. There's the other side. Anyway, let's fire it up and make sure that it's gonna operate correctly. I can't imagine that it wouldn't. Well, it works perfect. Thanks for watching.